And welcome back to Ozarks Live. We're here with Hal Donaldson from Convoy of Hope, and we're glad to see CEO and creator of Convoy of Hope.
I think it's accurate.
Founded the whole thing.
And and as if you don't have enough to do, you write books.
Yeah.
And you have a brand new book. It is called Disruptive Compassion. This is the book right here.
Which seems like opposed kind of things. Disruptive compassion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, can you explain it a little bit?
Yeah, it's about really how do you change your life so that you change the status quo? What changes need to take place in my life, in your life, so that we change the way things are? I mean, we look at the condition of the world, we can't be satisfied with the status quo. We do need change.
True.
We do need change. And so this book is really a playbook for how to bring about change. But starting with you, what needs to happen in your life to bring change?
Well, and you need a playbook because frankly, when you stop and think, it is a little daunting to think, what can I as one little person do that would even start anything? You know, you feel a little bit lost, a little bit hopeless.
Definitely. And that's really what this book talks about. And it came about, I was speaking at Mizzou, University of Missouri, and after I gave the speech, they had an open microphone, and a number of students came up to the microphone, and they basically said, I want my life to count, I want to change the status quo, but I don't know what to do. And so riding home to Springfield, I thought, well, what about writing a book that would give them the playbook? And so that's what I've tried to do with this.
Now, do you draw from your own experience? I mean, one person that can move mountains.
Yeah, this book is filled with some of my own experiences, like being a journalist in Afghanistan, interviewing Mother Teresa, some of those kind of stories, being on the streets in Detroit, and just interviewing drug addicts and gang members, prostitutes, runaways. Some of those type of stories are in the book because I feel like I've gone through a life transformation, and I wanted to be very vulnerable and transparent, and I think the book's done that.
You know, when you look at like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that's going way back to psychology class, you think self-actualization, you know. You start thinking, what did I do? What will I be remembered for? How can I make a difference? Do you think people are starting to feel like that at a younger age?
I do. I think this is I describe it this way, it's a bucket list generation. You know, I wrote my bucket list when I was 50. My kids wrote theirs when they were 10. And they see the world as their stage, as their platform, if you will. But this is what I think happens, is a lot of people are paralyzed by the enormity of the need and the problems in the world today. And they do tell themselves, can I really make a difference? And I just like to quote Mother Teresa. She said, just do the next kind thing in front of you, and if you'll just do that, we'll change the world. I think it's a great,
and maybe
great
it is
line.
that simple. It's a start. It's a starting to do it. You
That's
know,
right.
you've got to move. You've got to get off dead center and do something.
And there is no too late to do something like
That's
this.
right. Yeah, it's absolutely true. You know, Convoy of Hope, it's our 25th year, you know, here in Springfield, and people ask me why it's grown so rapidly. And I truly believe that it's because this is one of the most compassionate, giving communities in the nation. I do believe that, and we've seen that over these 25 years, and we're just grateful to the community for how they've wrapped their arms around Convoy Hope.
Well, you do such good work. Thank you for that. Where can people find the book?
Yeah, it's available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever books are sold.
Okay, good stuff. Hal Donaldson. It is called Disruptive Compassion, and I loved your last one. I believe it was your last one, your next 24 hours.
Your next 24 hours.
I really like that one, so I'm sure this will be every bit as good. Hal, thank you.